We are now in year 4, and St. John's is ranked 23rd in the country at the beginning of the season, and we're going to be playing an important game against the number 17 ranked Maryland Terrapins. The thing is, though, we're going to be playing in the Maui Invitational Championship game, and this is our chance to basically say that we're here to stay, and we are now going to be one of the powers in college basketball. So we've been to the tournament all 3 of the first years I've been a coach. We've won 20 plus games all 3 years. We've been ranked at the end of the year, I think, 2 out of the 3 years. And so I think this is our turn, though, and our time, now with the class of 2012 as our leaders, or players of the future, actually. They're not leaders, because Ben Hopkins is a great player. He's the player everybody wants to see. But you got to remember, we had Holmes make the All-American team as a freshman. And like I said, if it was up to me, he would have went one and done. So here goes Hopkins. Bomb. And then he's playmaking here and gets it to the big man. And again, don't mind those things you see on the screen. He's shooting it from deep. Like I said, my controller's broken. So that's why you keep seeing that. He's shooting it from very deep. This is not a guy that has to put his toes on the line. He actually needs to watch his heel. Because playmaking New York, he's way closer to being out of bounds than anything else. Playmaking here to the big man Wheeler. And as you can see, all our freshmen, and he's getting to the rack easy, all our freshmen are playing. This ain't one of them things where they're sitting and waiting. He's playmaking again to Wheeler. And when you start putting these All-American type players, as he gets baseline very easily and throws it down, so he's a young athletic guard. Same thing here. Bro, that was nasty. And yeah, they're all playing, bro. We ain't got nobody on the bench. And that was basically the last shot of the quarter, and we're destroying UM. We're up by like 20, bro. And that's Grant Holmes, All-American. Big East Freshman of the Year, just playing with him, basically. Imagine that, right? So now we got these 4 All-American type players, because the 3 of them played in the game and then Wheeler didn't, but he was an All-American nominee. So we got 4 of them in one recruiting class. And then we got, I think is 9 players from last year's class. Like, what the hell are you going to do with us? Our 13 are all good. Like, our worst players were like 3 stars. So here we go again, Hopkins, playmaking the Wheeler, big dunk. And like I said, bro, this guy's a really good player, because not only can he shoot it from deep right here again, he can playmake for a guard, 6'5" guard, 18 points so far, 4 for 7 from 3, and then he has 6 assists. Like, what about that doesn't scream NBA? Especially for a 2 guard. And again, playmaking. Wheeler's getting busy. And he's only a freshman. And then here again, playmaking. And it's crazy too, because he's getting Wheeler stupid easy baskets. And then right here, double covered, don't mean nothing. Drive to the hoop. And then here again, this the last play. This ain't anything about Hopkins. And we ended up beating them, by 18? Yeah, we beat the crap out of them. That game was never close. I don't know why number 50 jumping around, bro. He's one of the bench dudes that we got. He's from that class, actually. But what's going to happen now, right? So 20 points and 9 assists on this big stage is what Hopkins does. And I think he's going to be the first one, bro, out of this group, because his game is just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like pro ready. You telling me as a shooting guard, you give me 20 and 5 every game? I mean, a lot of shooting guards, bro, they're just trying to get 20, right? And they don't really know how to impact the game like he's doing. And we're definitely letting him play. So he only had 1 rebound, 2 steals, hit 4 threes this game. But, I mean, if you're telling me you're going to be real constant from the 3, Wheeler had a big game. Holmes had a light 13. But if you're telling me you're going to be a three-point shooter out of high school, out of college, one and done, we're going to take you anyway in the NBA because it's based on potential. But then you come out there and you say, yeah, I could give you 9 assists. Come on, bro. He going to have to be a lottery pick. Gotta be, bro. So now we're going to fast forward ahead to the Big East Tournament Championship game. So we're going to be playing Louisville, and obviously we're number 1, they're number 12. This is a big game. I think this is important because obviously with Louisville having to vacate everything, I think this is our turn to take everything that they earned. And you saw that's what I did in College Hoops 2K8 is that 2013 tournament, I ended up winning with UTEP. And again, the reason is basically that championship belongs to no one right now. So for me, I was like, bet. That championship and then obviously the COVID championship really belongs to no one. So if you're watching my games and you're like, why the hell did he win those? But that's why. So we're looking at Hopkins again, 14.6 points, 49.8 field goal percentage, and 3.7 assists. This kid is no joke. This is another game for him to just show how good he is. Shooter, guard up, bro. How many times are we going to say the same thing? Guard up, bro. And then now he's playing with it because now he was right on the line from like the college line. Playmaking is what you think he was going to do. And he gets busy. Deep three. That's the thing too. It really looks like he's a 3-level scorer now. I mean, we really haven't seen too many jump shots from inside the lines. Like right here, we do see him get to the rack though. No, you can do is foul. So, I mean, we saw him go baseline before. We saw him dunk it before. I mean, what can you do? 87% from the free throw line. That's a really high percentage. 49 as a field goal percentage from a guard. Like, you got to understand this dude is shooting it. He's not just dunking it. And, you know, we always say that's a good percentage from centers and power forwards with their back to the basket and close to the rim. Imagine a guard, bro. And then here, that's the thing. He could back out, dribble around you. Come on, bro. You're going to have to do a little bit better defense than that, my boy. Then out here, they trying to double him, but it ain't going to make no goddamn difference. Because at the end of the day, you got to understand, if you double him, right, playmate. Bro, dunk that. You over here playing around, Wheeler? This is a championship, bro. Deep three. Let's go, bro. That's what they don't understand. Like, this guy is really good. And I know he's the number 6 player in the country. And he went to school, obviously, in the Orlando area, but he's from Auburndale, which is like 45 minutes away. And same thing, like I usually like to say right here, bro, all you could do is follow him. And you see the screen is acting up because of my stupid controller. And then sometimes I'm subbing people, but it's usually just the controller being dumb. But this is a player that went to school in Orlando. Could have been one of those guys that went to IMG or Montverde or whatever the case was, but you know how it is, bro. He decided to move to Winter Park, play for a big school. If you know anything about basketball, you know that they would have won the championship his sophomore and junior year back to back. So that's the gist of why Winter Park. And then obviously his senior year, he had to lead the team by himself after obviously Austin and those guys graduated. And then now he's class of 12, so this is his freshman year of college. And I know I think it was Torian, Torian, that we had said he went to Montverde because that was the big school at that point where everybody was going. But I guess it's cool to have a player that went the public school route. And, I mean, 2-time state champion in high school, and then now he's trying to win the Big East and the national championship as a freshman. And he's tough, bro. Because what I'm saying is when you go to a team like Winter Park and you're playing a nationally televised schedule as a youngster, bro, That's how you end up being the number 6 player in the country. I mean, you could shoot the three, you could play make, and you have to learn to play make. If you play with somebody like Austin Rivers, you're not going to sit here and just do whatever you want, right? So as you see here, this playmaking stuff is stupid natural. And then now they want to double team him. He definitely was out, but we got Vasher the ball, though. And if you remember from the All-American game, them two was just back to back. Here, you shoot it. Here, you shoot it. Here, you shoot it. That boy from Louisiana is a shooter, bro. And then here, bro, like he just gonna get whatever he want. And that's what you're starting to realize. You're gonna double team him, he gonna get it to Wheeler, the big man from Cali. And that's the thing, we had to have a big man from Cali. We had to have somebody fast break, dunk. He ain't one of them guards that can't get up. The dude is 6'5". And I just hate to sound redundant, but he could do a little bit of everything. And we had to get that big man from Cali. Before I forget what I was saying, 31 points, bro. 4 for 4, 11 for 16 from the field, bro. But and I think that's really the only guy we got too from Cali on this national championship aspiring squad. Bro, this man is going off. And we end up winning the game by 9. So it was a close game. And I know the scores are kind of low as you're watching this. You're like, oh my God, how come it's not 100 to 99? And nah, bro. Not only do we play defense and we get steals and stuff like that, but like I said, 10-minute quarters, so kind of more realistic. So he ended up with 33 points and 6 assists. And that's what I'm telling you that is crazy about his game is even if he gets you 20, 25, 30, that boy gonna have 5 assists. You know what I mean? And as you saw for his averages for the season, 3.7, he was doing that regularly. You know what I mean? And then even with the 14 points, like he was regularly around that 20 and 5, and then he'll have his freshman game where he'll end up with like 15 or 12 and 3. And so, like I said, right now in the first 2 games that you've seen him play, as well as the All-American game, he's very good. And this time, he ended up having 5 threes. So, like I said, if you're a scout and you're watching this and you see that every game he going to get you at least 4 or 5 threes and then 5 assists, yeah, he got to be going up in the draft boards. Got to be. And then, I mean, you played a good game, Louisville. We didn't blow you out like we did when we played Maryland. At least you gave us a good fight for that championship that I believe is rightfully yours, but you know how it is, man. Once they take it from you, just like the Heisman, you ain't getting it back. So now we are going to advance a little bit further, and now we are at the last game of the season. So we're going to take Louisville Place, and we're going to play the Wolverines in a national championship game. And, I mean, like I already said, the dude won 2 state championships in high school. And now he has a chance to win a national championship. And that's one of the most fascinating things to me, too, is that how they got these players, bro, that have won at every level. Like, even the one and dones. That's crazy to me, to be a one and done, bro. And you won at every level. I know that Kentucky team around the same time that had the 2012 team. Anthony Davis and all those super freshmen, bro, them dudes. 36-2 right now is what the record is. This is a team that didn't they lose like 12 games last year? Bro, I'm telling you, this is the year right here to make a statement. And honestly, you know how I am. I want it to be realistic, but Michigan ain't supposed to be in this game. But they ain't supposed to be here. We about to smoke them. Same starting lineup as always. Jarrett and Holmes, the 2 sophomore starters, and then we got the 3 freshman starters. And that's Hopkins, York, and Wheeler. So first thing you see is him playmaking as always. And that's the good thing about being this type of guard, bro, is if it's not working for you right here, boom, pass it out. And Holmes, bro, the man was All-American as a freshman. He shouldn't even be here right now. You know what I mean? I feel like that dude's kind of hurting my recruiting Because a dude like that, like I said, the only reason he's here is because he's 6 foot. He's a playmaker as well. We got too many good players on the court at once. So we're up by 8 at the half. And what I mean by having too many good players at once is this is a drastic change, right? This is why you hire somebody like McCall that played for the Lakers and is a California legend in all reality. This is why you hire him. Not only does he have recruiting ties to California, but he was a good player in high school. Then, when you look at it, Holmes is leading us right now, by the way. But then when you look at it, he was a one and done, so he could really speak to any player. And then he played in the league. Like, I mean, come on. It's like we always say when players go and become coaches. They have a different respect, bro. They command a different respect. And then he got all these young dudes that bought in this, like, I bet, Vasher, bomb. All these young dudes, that's like, all right. He know what he talking about. He gonna put us in the right situation. And like I said, you put the Big East behind him. You put Madison Square Garden. You put all that behind him. Look at what's happening. Bro, this is only his 3rd year with St. John's. National championship game. And right now, it's not even close. They're up by 11. And they're led by freshmen, bro. 3 freshmen, 2 sophomores. This dude that can't miss when it comes to shooting from 3, especially here in the big game, get the steal. And look where he's shooting from, bro. We always talk about Caitlin Clark, where she broke the record from, Steph Curry, Dame Lillard. This man is a shooter. Gets it over to York playmaking. And this game ain't been close since the beginning tip. There goes the mid-range, if you wanted to know about his 3-level scoring. His DeMar DeRozan package. And there goes his Dame Lillard package, bro. 6'5" and could shoot, bro. There's nothing to want more. Pump fake, watch out, let me get to the rim. Over 2 people. Tough. Then here, coming off the screen, Steph Curry package. Watch out. Bro, he could do everything. And then they end up winning 64-51. National champions, bro. This game, like I said, he was able to show his 3-level scoring. And if you have any questions about who should be in the lottery, and in my opinion, top 5, he ended up with 20-5 again. And that's what I'm saying. He's that type of player that he's going to get you 20-5, bro. He's shown it, and now they're national champions. It only took 3 seasons. So first year, we had all these seniors. Second year, we had to rebuild with all freshmen. And then now this 3rd year, we bring in the 4 superstar type players that took us over the hump. And that was real quick. I mean, in all reality, 4 years as a coach becoming a national champion. And one thing I look at too, why we really didn't choose USC, is he really should have been the coach of USC that first year. Because they did have an opening and they could have hired him, but they went in another direction. He went to Santa Clara, and here we are now. 4 years later, national champions. And I don't even know what USC got going. So 25 rebounds and 5 assists, bro. And then 4 threes as always. So that's probably one of his most complete games. And then Wheeler had a couple points, 6, Jared 11, York 11, Holmes 11. And then the guys off of the bench really probably came off just to say they played in the national championship. But the game was won by those 2 sophomores and 3 freshmen. And like I said, I always try to tailor make the game to reality. I'm not one of those that's just going to do random stuff. And it obviously takes longer, but we ended up 37-2, 16-2 in conference, and finished as the number 1 ranked team in the country. Just a spectacular season. I don't know how the hell they were 0-2 against the top 25, though. And I was towards the end of the season. Only lost 2 games. I don't even know how, bro. So first round, they put us against Morehead State, and we beat them by 16, 79-63. And then second round, we had Tennessee, and then we beat them 88-80. Hopkins had 17. That was a closer game. Then when we played Indiana, he had 15. We beat them 111-79. We smoked them. Yeah, that was bad. And they're supposed to be a power too, like a big program. And then we had Oklahoma, Hopkins 17 again. We beat them 97-88. So like I keep telling you, bro, he's going to be solid. Then we had Ohio State. He had 13, and we beat him 90-86. That was our closest game, bro. And obviously the championship game, he had 20. We beat him 64-51. So he was very solid. And now we're going to go look at all the awards. And I'm just still surprised, bro, about Holmes last year. That was crazy. I wasn't expecting that. But like I said, him being 6 foot is the only reason I think he's still in college. Because had he been 6'5", he'd have been out of there. So we got York on the first team, all freshman, All-American. And we got Hopkins, obviously. And he had a great year. I had to put his stats up to get him to leave. So he had 15 points, 3.7 assists. And yeah, like I said, bro, I had to put his stuff up. Ended up with 501 points for the season. Just because in this game, that's the only way to get them to go to the draft. So as you see here, some of his awards. And we'll see them more as we continue to go through the awards. And those are big numbers, bro. Because this is college. You're not about to just average 30, especially not as a freshman. So we go to the Big East, and obviously Wheeler's on the all-conference, freshman second team, and so is Vasher. And I know Vasher didn't get to play as much coming off the bench. York is on the first team, and we got Hopkins as well. So all 4 of them made the Big East all-freshman team, either second or first team. And then as we go through, we did not get anyone on the all-conference first or second team. But I ain't tripping. So more generated players. So we win Coach of the Year for the NCAA finally. And yeah, more generated players that are winning the other major awards. Then when we go to the Big East, of course, Hopkins wins the Big East Freshman of the Year. So that's 2 years in a row for our program. And obviously, we win Big East Coach of the Year. And yeah, we didn't get any big-time individual awards. But now let's see. Does anybody want to offer a contract? Nope. We are here at the lifeblood of the program, and that is the recruiting stage. So now we're going to show you the players that we got coming in. And we got Pete Burdine out of Florida, number 9 player in the country. Ben Golden out of California, number 23 in the country. And then Hobbs out of Florida, the number 78 player in the country. And there goes the end to another video. Follow always let it game like this LA sunshine. Ain't a damn thing changed. Only ball on my mind. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon. 22 like the world been mine.